Hey, good afternoon, Howie. It's Theresa over at the United Way, and good to see you this afternoon. It's June 19th. We've been 3 months hard at work, I'm sure, as you and your team have been, in trying to get through the first wave of the pandemic. And we just wanted to share with you, and certainly the associates in the organization, the impact that they continue to make as they look towards their giving campaigns for the fall, and all the great work that GEICO and the associates have done to date. So how you doing?
Terrific. It's been amazing how fast the 3 months have flown by, but working from home has been something to get used to. I'm sure you guys have gone through that. It's nice to see. I think you're back in the office a little bit, so nice to see that. A little bit of return to normalcy.
We've had.
I'm still.
You're still at home. That's good.
I'm still in my dining room.
Yeah, we've had an interesting rotation as an essential workforce, as a lot of not-for-profits have had over the past 3 months, and a few people coming in every day. We have about 7 tenants in the building, so it's an active place, and a lot of UPS deliveries, and we've been here pretty much every day since March 11th, and plan to just keep our staff safe. And hopefully people will start coming back as we have a reopen plan at the end of this month. But I really just wanted to take a little bit of time with the associates who are going to see this video and really share with you over the past 3 months the impact that we've been able to make. And engaging you as a workforce, certainly the number one organization with the associates that fund a lot of the activities, really, really important for me to go through that a little bit. So, in mid-March, we knew that this was going to be a pandemic and a disaster like no other, simply because of what we've been through, whether it's 9/11, some of the work that we've done certainly with Hurricane Superstorm Sandy, and knew that the mass of this destruction, if you will, in relationship to people in their lives was going to be enormous for the region. So we sit today, the end of June, with an unemployment rate 5 times where it normally would be in this region, with hundreds of thousands of families all across Long Island for the first time seeking support. So we stood up a direct program, a direct individual gift program through our website, and working with the Department of Labor's and about 30 of our agencies on our network to get to families, to give them the gift cards, to get the bare essentials that they need for the past 3 months until unemployment checks started to come, because there was certainly a cog in the wheel, as there would be with any massive big program, to try to get people and their unemployment benefits online quickly. So we helped well over 7,000 people in 2 months, and we're really proud of our ability to stand up a project and a program quickly, dispensed more than $600,000 through that pipeline, and then continued to work with a group of 30 of our network partner agencies and trying to make sure that every family across Long Island, especially in our minority communities, we're going to get the same benefit and support as anybody else might have gotten coming through our site. So that was really important. And from that point, we spun into an initiative to help moms in hospitals that were giving birth, and a lot of dads couldn't be by their side in the month of March, April, May, and we helped over 1,500 families through an essential gift card program through our Born United initiative that was really very, very successful, and that hospital network certainly was appreciative.
I can tell you, it's funny, as you rattle all this stuff, I'll tell you something funny. I follow I'm on the board. I'm very proud to be on the board of Long Island United Way, and I follow you guys on Facebook. And it's like I watch everything that you've been doing on Facebook. You post on all the different things you've been involved with. Just listening to you just now, it's amazing the pace that you guys are working at. I mean, I always say, I always tell people I'm proud to be associated with United Way. I mean, GEICO's amazing as it is. GEICO's been associated with Long Island United Way, I think it's for 46 years now. It's incredible how long it is. And we're still the number one, workplace giver on Long Island and all that. And it's just for anybody who's kind of listening to this, I would just think, if you're on Facebook, follow the Long Island United Way, because if you have a bad day, you will feel extra good about what you've done through the GEICO giving program. It's just, I just want to let you know I appreciate it. It adds a little bit of sunshine to a bad day for me to know that you guys are out there plugging away, working as hard as you are to get all this help out to the communities when they, probably have never needed it more than they do right now. So hats off to you guys.
Absolutely, and
happy to be part of it.
You're a big part of that funnel that allows us to turn the spigot on and help a lot of people. We had the Healthcare Heroes Fund that we raised well over $50,000 and helped more than 7,000 healthcare people throughout the VA, throughout nursing homes, and what we did is we sent a lot of the folks home with a meal to go home after their shift, because eating in the hospitals after a 12, 14-hour environment and potentially eating cold pizza wasn't really too appealing. So we did something a little different and sent a lot of people home with something that they can sit around and hopefully have conversation with their family and just relax a little bit. So I think that really is the essence of like the past 3 months. And from that point, we really looked at the demographics across Long Island for seniors and how people over 65 would be pretty much the last people to come out of their homes and be very much from worried and scared and shopping and prescriptions. So we started a Safe at Home initiative, which we're just rolling out now, and have gotten funding from 4 or 5 of the towns in Suffolk County, and we're waiting on a grant to be approved in the town of Hempstead, which is pretty much almost half of Nassau County, to really work with more than 5,000 seniors as they are still at home and likely maybe not ever even to come out, even as Long Island approaches phase 3 and phase 4. And we've got a group of about 25 interns in college who we've been able to pay to be a part of that strategy to visit seniors at home, 6 feet apart, give them information, give them the PPE, make sure they have the sanitizing, do their grocery shopping for them with their list, drop off the essentials that they need, and do like a health check-in to make sure that they're okay. And if they're not okay, to make sure a mental health referral is made. Again, and our network of agencies are behind all of that. So the one very, very important aspect of our work is our agency network. And we really asked the GEICO associates this year to think through, when you have an opportunity to give, make sure your gift is impacting here at home. Be a part of our strategy of United Solution, and our United Solution is our network of agencies and our impact fund. And I think a little later on, you'll be hearing from a young woman at Huntington Hospital. She's a social worker in the healthcare field, to really share with you from her vantage point that impact and why this network works. And I know you've got a big workforce. It looks like you hit Newsday yesterday with another 125 employees that you're hiring. That's terrific. You're 3,700 strong. We look to you as the leader. We look to the associates as a leader. We can't do it without you. And we ask that when you have an opportunity, give your gift to impact here on Long Island, and designate us, which is United Solutions, and help us keep all these people and all these families trying to get back and recover after a really tough few months. So Howie, I think
it's a great reminder. You just talked about the 125 people that we'll be hiring in the next couple of months. And I would just say it's a great reminder to GEICO associates how fortunate we are with all this that's going on around us, that not only are, our jobs kind of stable, but we're going to be hiring more people, and we're that successful of an organization. So I think it is a kind of a reflection point to think about, giving sharing some of your good fortune with others in the community that aren't anywhere nearly as fortunate as we are at GEICO. And I always say this, there's no better way to do that than with United Way. The reason that we've had a long relationship with United Way isn't because we couldn't find someplace else to support. It's because United Way is very much like GEICO. It's very efficient. Your money is going to get into the hands of the people who need the help. And I encourage you to kind of find out more through GEICO Cares of the organizations that United Way supports on Long Island, in addition to all the things Theresa just talked about, because I'm telling you, you will be proud. GEICO Associates will be proud of all the great work that's done by the United Way throughout the Long Island area. It's a phenomenal organization. And to the extent that I always say, this is something that my mother always used to say, was everybody needs a little help now and again. Everybody. She used to say something that we translated to, nobody goes through life untouched. Everybody needs a little help now and again. So it's more important to think about it in terms of when you can help, you almost have an obligation to help, because you never know when you're going to be the person who needs the help. So I would say, thinking about GEICO's good fortune, now would be the time to think about if there's something more that we can do for United Way. Now would be the time to think about it, because all the work that you're doing in the community, that's our community. These are our neighbors that we're helping. And we're just, again, we should be very proud to be a part of it. So thank you.
Well, thank you. And we're certainly proud to be partners with you and your team. I'm going to leave you with, I'm not sure, it's a little thank you note. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking you could see that. So this is a 7-year-old little girl. My name is Juliana. I'm 7 years old. I collected this money from my family members. I would like to donate to the victims of the coronavirus. Yours truly, Juliana. She's a little girl from Wyandanch. She collected $40, sent it in to help people. We've done a lot in the Wyandanch community. We've got cards from hundreds of people. Little Bambi. I guess bunnies are with thank you, because a lot of great notes from people directly that have gotten gift cards from us over the past few months. And I would tell you this, Howie, anything to think of going forward, our safe at home strategy for seniors is going to be really key. And if in fact the associates are looking for something to bring back when they come to the workplace, when you reopen, we're in desperate need for essentials for seniors, personal care items, Boost. There's about a 6-week delay in the supply chain of food through the food banks. And what we've been trying to do is, because all the small community food banks have been canceled. At this point, there's like 500 or 600 food drives that would have happened in the last 3 months that did not happen. And we're trying to make sure that we've got a group of 30 agencies and network that we're going into, Target, King Cullen, Stop and Shop every single week, spending about $1,000 a week of just trying to keep their bare essentials, as they have near and around 1,000 families collectively every day coming to their sites. It's a part of our safe at home strategy. So, Boost, Ensure, adult diapers, canned goods, rice, pasta, those things are really, really key as we move towards the summer. So we'll talk to your team about maybe organizing something as your workforce might come back. We understand maybe in August, they bring something with them. And welcome to GEICO, welcome back to work, and welcome to continuing to do all the great work that your associates do, and continue to help out this United Solutions strategy. So thanks so much. I think we're going to hear a little bit from Casey and share with the associates a little bit more of the impact, but stay well, and best wishes to you, your family, and to your extended GEICO family. Be well, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you, Theresa.
Thank you.
Thank you, Theresa. Thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Casey Farber. I'm a social worker at Huntington Hospital. I've had the pleasure of working there for 5 years now. Over the past 3 months, as you all have known, we have been through this unprecedented experience of the pandemic. This has changed our lives in every aspect, from how we eat, how we socialize, how we care for our loved ones. I hope you know we at Huntington Hospital have been doing our best to give your loved ones the care and support without you being bedside, as we know that's so difficult. We want to thank the United Way Long Island for their continued support for our staff and our patients during this time. You really have made such an impact. One of the first things United Way Long Island did during the beginning of this pandemic was send Huntington Hospital staff meals, whether it be pizza or a take-home meal to take with you after a long shift working on a COVID floor. This, I cannot express my appreciation to all of you for it. When you work in a hospital during a pandemic, you are on your feet 8 to 12 hours. You are running from room to room, talking to families, doing everything you can to ensure that that loved one will leave our doors to return home to their family. And to be able to turn around halfway through your day and see that lunch was provided or dinner was sent to you was such a gift. We cannot thank you enough. Another way United Way Long Island has touched our patients is providing gift cards to mothers in need. United Way came to the hospital 2 weeks ago and provided us with 163 Target gift cards to give to our mothers in need. While we are a community hospital, we deliver between 130 and 160 babies a month. This is a large number. We service a huge population in our community. And a lot of that population are underserved, under the poverty line. They don't have family and friends that gift them gifts when they're pregnant or at a gender reveal. They have no one in their lives to provide a baby shower for them. So these gift cards are a way that they can purchase a needed supply or a gift for their child that they pick out, nothing that's been handed down secondhand. And to give that to a mom who just had a baby is an extraordinary gift. It's like a hug from the community. So on the first day that I received the gift cards, I met with 3 mothers that had very low incomes, if they were able to work during this pandemic at all. In handing them gift cards to Target, they were so elated. They were so thankful. One mom told me she was so nervous she wouldn't be able to buy another pack of diapers, and now she knew she could. So this is the direct impact that you, as a supporter of the United Way Long Island, has on a mother who just gave birth to her child. So I can't thank you enough on behalf of all the mothers that will receive this gift card that are giving birth during a pandemic with very few visitors, no one coming to the house to help them. This is a gift. They don't have to go to a store and risk being infected. They can order it safely online and have something delivered to their door for their child. So I want to say thank you so much to everyone that works at the United Way and every one of you, the supporters and the donators that give to the United Way. And please visit the website, unitedwayli.org. Thank you again for this time and the incredible gifts you've given to me, the staff at my hospital, and the mothers that I get to meet with on a daily basis.
Hello, my name is Pilar Moya Mancera, and I am the Executive Director of Housing Help, Inc., a not-for-profit agency in Greenlawn, New York. Housing Help is a New York State neighborhood preservation company and a housing counseling agency certified by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Housing Help's mission is to help low and moderate income families and seniors access safe, decent, affordable housing, to avoid eviction and foreclosure, to assist in the development of financial skills necessary to access and maintain proper housing with the greater goal of establishing a stable household. Most seniors live on a fixed income. Without a safe and affordable home, our seniors are faced with many difficulties ranging from food insecurities, homelessness, illness, and most importantly, someone to regularly check on them to tell them that they are not alone. United Way of Long Island and Housing Help both have similar missions and have worked together for over 10 years in advancing the common good. And we look forward to continued collaboration to help the most vulnerable ones on Long Island. United Way of Long Island has partnered with Housing Help in a facilitated internship. With this internship opportunity, Housing Help has been able to employ local youths and expand its COVID-19 response program that includes now 3 weekly food distributions that feed over 1,200 people per week. These efforts are critical to our senior community members who are battling food insecurity. These interns are helpful in the collection of food donations, classification of food, preparation and distribution to senior community members who are battling food insecurities. Moving forward, partnerships between organizations are more important than ever during these challenging times. Together, Housing Help and United Way of Long Island are determined to continue our commitment to our neighbors and community, as well as impacting seniors' lives and expanding our efforts through United Way Safe at Home initiative. Please, when you're making your designation, United Way of Long Island should be your top choice. Thank you so much for your generosity.